Sacred Landscapes of the Soul, Aligning with the Divine Wherever You Are. Tell people what's inside this book and why they should buy it.
Yes. Well, Sacred Landscapes of the Soul. Throughout the book, I take you through a spiritual journey. There are 9 different landscapes covering 3 different terrains, depending on where you are emotionally, physically, spiritually in any given moment. So I start out with the forest, which is where we're feeling confused. We're not quite sure. We're feeling a sense of chaos, a sense of being confined. And then I move the reader gently through the periods of gestation, the valley, the riverbank, the garden. I happen to love the garden, which is where you feel as if something's about to pop. You feel as if you're feeling creative, you're feeling as if something wonderful is happening, this sense of anticipation and birthing, rebirthing. And then I take the reader through the landscapes of expansion. And those include the ocean and the mountaintop, where you're really feeling this sense of awe, this sense of vastness, this sense of possibility, this sense of oneness in which you really feel that you are aligned. And so the idea is not that, oh, we're going to just go on this trajectory step by step by step by step. The idea is that in one point in your life, you might be feeling really confused about something, but at the same time, you might feel really expansive about something else. And it's not as if in our lifetimes, we go from one stage to the next. We kind of like ricochet, I think, depending where you are at any given moment. And the idea is that wherever you are, you can find your center. You can find this innate sense of source and connection and that's what it's really all about. It's not about just staying in the garden. It's all about experiencing all of life and all of its the vicissitudes, the magic, the majesty of it. And I think that's why we're here.
And also just me saying it in the beginning of the top of the interview of, aligning with the divine wherever you are. It hit me so much because it took the guilt away too. It took the guilt that I didn't live up to God's expectations in this moment or this circumstance or this crisis. But you can center yourself and go back to that I am and know that the essence of who you are, the divine, is so much more big and more beautiful than any little shit that's going on this earth right now.
That's so true. And you said the 2 key words, I am. I am, the I am presence. It's right here. Right. It's right here. It's who we are. It's why we are here. And once we remember that and we're so much more gentle with ourselves and loving with ourselves, oh my gosh, everything's possible.
It's true. And, I've been following Eckhart Tolle for years and Byron Katie and you name it. And, many spiritual gurus say, just remember who you are, remember who you are. And that was so abstract to me of like, I'd be like, remember who I am. Am I supposed to go to past life regressionist? Like, remember who I am. Do they mean just like, and it wasn't until like, I think only a couple of years ago that I realized it's remember I am. Like, just ultimately, I am. I'm love. Yeah. I'm going to put it in a word.
Yes, yes. Well, I do get from you that you have always had a sense of that you're here for joy. Like when I think of you, I think of joy. And to me, that is our purpose, to experience that joy.
Right. And like we're experiencing it through, so Source, God, can experience it through us, with us.
Yes.
And that's what's also neat. So sometimes I'll use like my right eye for me, my left eye for God, and be like, hey, look at that beautiful lake you made over there. I'm like such a weirdo. I'll be on my jog. I'm like, hey, God, check out this little cute bird that's crossing the road.
That's so beautiful. Oh, that's so wonderful. So you see God as your friend and as your companion. I love that.
Yeah. I mean, if I've learned, if I'm believing what I've learned is that we are here experiencing with. So I figured, why not share the journey literally